Yo, check out Jeff Flake, Mr. Compromised. What do they got on you, Jeff? We know they have something. This is supposed to be a Republican, a conservative. Listen to this fool talk.
But the priority needs to be now to protect the special counsel. My colleagues have said that this legislation is not necessary. Some of my colleagues, as there hasn't been any indication that Mr. Mueller will be removed from office. But with the president tweeting on a regular basis, a daily basis.
Look at that dirty smile.
The special counsel is conflicted, that he is leading so-called 12 angry Democrats and demeaning and ridiculing him in every way. To be so sanguine about the chances of him being fired.
Sanguine? I'm surprised he knows that word.
We've already seen the forced resignation of the Attorney General a day after the election. It's clear, therefore, that something has to be done to protect Mr. Mueller's investigation. And let me just say, it wasn't just that the Attorney General was fired. It's that the investigation, or an oversight for the investigation, was taken from the Deputy Attorney General, where it properly belonged and where it sat before. It was taken
where it properly belonged. This guy's such a douchebag. I mean, what kind of a scumbag? Your last term as a senator, okay? And then you're going to go and pull this bullshit. These people they are squirming. They are running like rats to the tunnels. They're using everybody and anybody they can to stop what's coming. And what's coming is a whole bunch of indictments and a whole bunch of rhinos and Democratic scum that have worked so hard to destroy the fabric of this country. Look at this douchebag.
From him and given to somebody who is in an acting capacity, somebody who has not been confirmed by the Senate. Should we here in the Senate be okay with that? I would argue no, we can't be. That's why a few weeks ago, my colleague from New Jersey and my colleague from Delaware came to the Senate floor to ask unanimous consent to bring this bill to the floor. After our efforts were blocked by an objection, we promised to come to the floor again and again. That's why we're here today. We'll continue to do so until this vital investigation is completed.
Vital investigation. 2 years of a witch hunt. Okay? 2 years with nothing. These people leak like my grandma's Depends, okay? If they had anything, it would have been in the press by now. There is nothing. This is not an investigation of Russian collusion. This is an ongoing investigation of every aspect of Trump's life. These scum got outed when somebody from the NSA decided to walk up into Trump Tower 10 days after he won the election and let him know that, yeah, guess what, Obama and everybody in the DOJ and the FBI, yeah, they've wiretapped you and they're listening to everything that you're saying because they want to destroy you, because they know that you're going to be coming after them.
And so, Madam President, I ask unanimous consent that the Senate proceed to the immediate consideration of calendar number 393, S2644. I further ask that the committee reported substitute be agreed to, the bill as amended be considered, read a third time and passed, that the motions to reconsider be considered made and laid upon the table.
Is there objection?
Madam President,
Senator from Utah.
reserving the right to object, I ask unanimous consent for 2 minutes to articulate the basis of my concern.
Is there objection? Without objection.
Madam President, For reasons articulated by Justice Scalia in his classic opinion in Morrison v. Olson, the prosecutorial authority of the United States belongs in the Department of Justice. The Department of Justice answers to the President of the United States. Its principal officers consist of people appointed by the President, serving at the pleasure of the President after being confirmed by the United States Senate. This is a fundamental component of our liberty. The separation of powers protect us. That doesn't mean we're going to agree with what every president in every administration always does. But as Justice Scalia...
These filth, because Whitaker is in the temporary position that he's in, because he's well known. This guy has been in a watchdog group, conservative watchdog group. He's made his opinion known, very well known, about how he thinks Hillary Clinton has broken numerous laws. That doesn't negate him from doing his job. Just because he has an opinion, it doesn't mean that they can sit here and try and get rid of him because of his opinions. This guy is speaking the truth. He knows what's up. He's gone after Republicans before. He's not a partisan hack. This dude is perfect for the job, and he's perfect for the country. And we got 210 some odd days with this guy, and I'm hoping he's bringing down the House.
Wayne, we cannot convert an office like this one. The previously existing Office of Independent Counsel without creating a de facto fourth branch of government, fundamentally undermining the principle of separation of powers that is so core to our liberty. And on that basis, Madam President, I object.
Objection is heard. Senator from Delaware.
Will my colleague from Utah consider a question?
No. Of course he will. This is all BS. That's why you guys get paid to sit there and ramble on.
Meeting, but yes, I will, because I like my friend from Delaware.
Without objection.
Was Justice Scalia's dissent in Morrison v. Olson the majority opinion?
It was not. And at the time it was written, it was somewhat novel. It was somewhat new. Since then, it has become a widely adopted view, a view adopted by people across the political spectrum, regardless of their political ideology. I challenge every one of you to read it. It's right.
Madam President.
Senator from Delaware.
Will the senator yield for another question? You're very late. Let me simply conclude by saying the D.C. Circuit reconsidered this issue just this year and in an en banc decision said that Morrison remains valid and binding precedent. I know we have other urgent business to move to, but I'll simply say I'm grateful for the work of my colleague from Arizona, and despite the objection of my colleague from Utah, I'm convinced that this is an important bill that
You're a piece of shit.
Forward on the floor of the Senate.
Good luck. Good luck.
Wah, 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 wah.